Jamari, I can't believe this is still happening.
At this point, it has been months since we last talked about this upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Some of you may remember that this was supposed to go down back in May of this year, but got postponed after Mike had a medical emergency while flying back home.
Also, yeah.
Oh, that's not that big. I mean, it's a big deal. But you can get past it.
Yeah, I got past it, thank God.
Well, now we are only a couple of days removed from the fight, and we've seen what Mike has to offer, we've seen what Jake is doing, and it's all left to people with...
Agent, I miss your old hairline. Bro, y'all clown me the whole time, and now you miss it, bro? Seriously? Grass is greener, gang. Get used to it, bro. My hairline is not that good.
Mixed opinions. Some people think Mike is going to go in there and turn the clock back to 1985 and knock out the Disney star once and for all.
I would take the pro athlete over the hardworking, big tough guy, YouTuber, businessman who's worked his tail off to be I think a legitimate boxer.
While others think he's just too old and might get embarrassed. I mean, some people are predicting that this is going to be a disaster. And then you have a whole other crowd who thinks this entire thing is about as real as WWE wrestling.
But I have a hard time believing that that fight's not going to be scripted in some way or another. I think that they sign a contract, right? I think that in the contract it says that Mike Tyson can't knock out Jake Paul, and that like Jake has to win in a certain round.
Bro, like, how the can you plan a knockout? Do you hear what I'm saying? You can't plan not knocking someone out. You never know which overhand, which hook, which upper is gonna send him flying. Take this from a boxer. Sometimes you throw some and you think it's gonna rock him and he eats it. And other times you throw some you don't think much of it and it rocks him. Take it from a boxer. Bro, you can't not knock someone out when you're throwing punches at their head. They take it from a boxer. You take one left hook to the body, you can't control whether or not his whole body's gonna shut down, he's gonna take a knee. Come on, Chad, take it from me, bro.
Netflix actually released this series a couple of weeks.
Oh, sorry, someone's delivering something.
Weeks ago, that's kind of like a behind the scenes in anticipation for the fight. And apparently this show is top 10 in 80 different countries according to Jake Paul. Here's a little clip from that series.
Final thing, I presume that Mike Tyson is watching this right now. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Mike, I love you, but this is my sport now. It's an honor to get in the ring with you. I'm so honored you're a legend, but I'm gonna take your throne, brother.
It's just so funny that Jake says this is my sport now, when the only time he ever fought a legitimate boxer within 10 years of his age range, he pretty much got dog walked.
Jake, you were just talking about your career and how it's grown, and you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So, if that is your goal, when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate contending fighters in your given weight class?
I think you're the same dumbass from the other venue.
I am that same dumbass.
I've got your next opponent here, Jake. This guy's got 2 hips, 2 new hips.
There's a fundamental difference between me and Jake. He's a manufactured killer. Television and paper made him a killer. He's manufactured. I'm a natural born killer.
Damn.
That's the difference.
Tell me that Mike ain't out here looking like an angry-ass shark. And let's just hope and pray on Friday night that this man is smelling some blood in the water. Can you imagine how great this scene would be, how viral the video would go, if Mike can actually land that knockout punch?
Tyson's gunned down yet another opponent, a knockout victory.
Miles, thank you for 4 months.
Honestly,
Big Hammy,
at
welcome
this
back,
point,
60
especially
months.
after the medical emergency, this whole thing has kind of become a lose-lose for Jake. Because if he wins, he beat up this 60-year-old man, and if he loses, he got his ass whooped by someone who's about 30 years out of his prime. Netflix would also release this short trailer in anticipation for the fight.
There's never been a night this big. This is Jake Paul.
This may be it.
Versus Mike Tyson. This is the fight the world's been waiting for.
I mean, what do you guys think? Does this whole fight set a bad precedent for boxing? Should this just be considered more in the realm of entertainment? I read somewhere that Jake is actually getting paid twice as much as Mike.
I want to put my whole check on this. Chibu, that's objectively a bad idea, bro. But if you are going to put your money on it, don't bet on the 58-year-old, bro. Be realistic.
Which is just insane to me, considering that Mike is definitely the main draw. Speaking of Mike, here's how he was apparently looking in his last sparring session today. And as you guys can see, Mike looks about as ready to go as he can be. I mean, obviously, the guy is a far cry from his prime, but do I still think that this version of him could fuck up about 98% of people out there? Absolutely. I mean, you know this man still has to have the power. Now, the stamina and the speed, that might be a different question. And while he might not still be doing those intense neck workouts that he became so infamous for, this man is obviously still putting in the work when it comes to his training.
All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
is he curling?
7, 8, 9, 3, 4, 5.
And it's truly my belief that Mike is taking this fight as serious as he can. Listen, I'll take any sort of knockout. If Mike has to put him down with the body shot, I'm totally cool with that.
What's good for today?
Yeah.
I truly
You sure?
Yeah, me
yes.
too.
You fucking sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. You sure?
Yes.
Fuck with me, it's all right?
Yes. Let's do this.
Yo, it's just gonna be a stamina thing, bro.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
Mike's
mean, if
gonna
one
win,
thing is true, I think that training like this
gonna have to
and
have a good
anticipating a
first
big
3
fight in
rounds.
this way has definitely woken up some monsters within Mike. And Jake is lucky that he's so old. Because I think if this fight was around 10 years ago, he might have literally killed Jake Paul in that ring, sent him home in the body bag. And then Mike has been dropping some daily motivation on the timeline.
It's shorter rounds and less rounds. How many rounds total?
Full of anticipation.
4, 5.
Who the fuck sanctioned this?
And that's what I mean. Mike is like re-entering that realm. He's
8 is a lot, Chad. Look, most of us wasn't alive to watch Mike Tyson in his prime, but the one thing we all know about Mike Tyson is when it looked like he could never be beat, everybody learned all you have to do is outlast him, which is harder said than done, but stamina has always been his negative. His power and his pressure has always been his positive. So like now he's 58, so the stamina is going to be even, feel me? So if he just has to last, gang, because we know he has power. I seen the speed. He still has speed. It's just, can he last?
Entering that zone. This might be his one final chance to show what he can really do even at his pretty old age.
Never goes away, man.
You were for sure alive.
Millions of years before my bloodline existed.
Damn, he said he was made for this fight.
This is just a new era of Mike Tyson.
Please, boxing gods, let him fuck Jake Paul up. Mike would actually link up with one of his old mentors during his training camp.
This is the strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this impressed the shit out of me. Nothing impresses me. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there, he's not getting, I can sleep now at night.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just one time for the old guys, Mike. Just fuck Jake up.
That was the best we've seen him yet.
If Jake loses this chat, he for sure has to retire.
And obviously, Mike looks really good here, but like we've discussed before, it's always in kind of these short bursts. The visual effects,
Yo, Jake, if you hug, you have a nice nose. Thank you. I've never received a nose compliment in my life. It's my first nose compliment. I've been alive for 28 years. And now I forgot what I was going to say.
Cuts, the edits.
Yo, look at this nigga quads.
Or it's always in kind of these short bursts.
There's no way he's natural.
The visual effects,
no
the
way.
cuts.
Look at his fucking legs at 58. This nigga's huge. Yo, this nigga's damn. All right, chat.
It's the edits. It can all make it look a little faster than it actually is, so let's see how he looked at his open workout.
I was gonna say, yo, if this nigga Jake thinks he's gonna hug all fight, well, I will unsubscribe from Netflix.
In Catskill under Customato, he was a prodigy of Customato as well. The last Roy.
I mean, obviously, he's not going to be going 100% here, but he looks good. Do I think he's going to be able to last a full fight? We're going to have to see. And here's how Jake looked at his open workout. I guess he's running around calling himself El Gallo now, so he has a taxidermied chicken up on his head. And here I think he's just doing kind of the regular Jake Paul thing, pretty much just trolling. You don't really get much out of this footage because he really doesn't give a shit. I mean, this is almost less than going through the motions. Here's what Mike had to say about his family watching him fight Jake.
Outside of the fans watching and all the eyes on you, I'm sure the most important.
You can't even. See, you ruined it, bro.
Ones are your family. To my children, I'm nobody. But that night, they're gonna find out their father's very special.
So he's saying my kids never really saw me like that. They know me as the dad, they know me as this guy who used to fight, you know, they've seen all the VHS tapes. But now I'm about to give them some shit that they can watch on Blu-ray. Put his ass on a Disney Plus poster. Jake is obviously going into this fight extremely cocky. He says he's not only gonna KO Mike Tyson, but he's then gonna fight Canelo.
It's gonna be a short night for Mike.
Yeah. Okay, Jake. Bro, we can't even get you to fight a normal pro fighter that's not over 40, bro. You are not fighting Canelo, gang. Let's be realistic, man. Come on. Yo, Chad, how old is Canelo now? He's pushing it too, low-key. Nah, he'd be good.
Canelo be the next fight, finally? Would that happen?
If he's not a fucking puta.
There's the answer.
Jake Joseph Paul will knock out Mike Tyson Friday, November 15th.
There it is.
In the fucking history books.
I mean, Canelo fighting Jake Paul at this point would be like a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. Now, this was one of the more questionable face-offs I've ever seen.
What the fuck is this?
You know, this is the weird shit that people are doing with AI these days.
No, it's not. Jake Paul posted it. What the fuck?
Here, Jake says it's going to be the biggest moment in boxing history when he puts Mike Tyson down on the canvas.
The biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
He dreams a lot. This is not gonna come true, young man.
I'm sorry, but the little dangling boxing earring is hilarious. Now, some people have even been alleging that Jake is on steroids due to the complexion of his face. During their face-off, he would also gift Mike Tyson a pigeon. I think this is an allusion to Mike Tyson's Joker origin story, where as a kid he had this pet pigeon, and a bully came up and ripped its head off and threw it in his face.
It's first smack. You want this? And he ripped the bird's head off, hit me with the bird, threw blood on me. But I just fought, and it's not like I was sensational. I was just.
All right, I'm gonna ask a question. What's the odds that actually happened? It's always possible, but that really is some movie supervillain shit. Like even 40 years ago, ripping a bird's head off. Let's really just play that in your brain real quick, and then throwing it at somebody. I think there's a 60% chance he's being real, and there's a 40% chance he exaggerated, and the nigga just threw a bird at him.
Flaring away, and I guess I hit him more than he hit me, so I won, I guess.
I got you again.
100%. You're from Canada, gang. Oh, where you're from, they were decapitating animals and throwing the remains at you, bro. What city are you guys from, bro? No, where are you guys from where that's happening?
But I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jake. Looks like a low budget pedigree, but I'll feed him to my falcon.
Gotham.
Oh.
So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
And during their face-off, it was pretty obvious that Jake knew better than to troll Mike Tyson to his face, the way he did Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren.
Final word? Can I grip them cheeks after this?
I thought that this was crazy as well.
What the fuck?
At the fight, there's going to be a $2 million owner's package. It features this specially made ringside suite. Other extras include a pre-fight locker visit with Paul and Tyson, a private security detail, and standing on stage during the weigh-in. Yeah, for 2 million smackaroos, I think that I'll pass. I mean, you're sitting right there, but you're still watching the thing on TV. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
The problem with promoting it is now anybody who gets this package looks like the biggest dick sucker, nigga. Like, you just paid $2 million to be on the stage, bro. Dick sucker. Like, you just dick sucked.
Sitting right there, but you're still watching the thing on TV. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I gotta say, if somebody actually pays $2 million to sit here, it might take the new record for the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. These are apparently the official rules of the fight. Knockouts will be permitted. This will be sanctioned as a pro bout, meaning it will go on both of their records. The fight consists of 8 2-minute rounds. Yeah, I think that maybe Mike's got that. I don't know if I want to see him go into the 8th round.
Oh, shit. Okay, I understand why they're doing it, but 14-ounce gloves is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I get why they're doing it, though. It's probably the only way to sanction it for real. But realistically, with 14-ounce gloves, we probably won't see a knockout.
And they are going to be wearing 14-ounce gloves and obviously no headgear. I don't know, like I already said, I do kind of just see this entire situation as a lose-lose for Jake at this point.
Gloves.
I want to know what y'all predict is going to happen in this fight down below.
Yo, when
I'm
Mike Tyson,
obviously hoping that Mike beats the brakes off of Jake, but we're going to have to wait and see. For now, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy.
Yeah, so, and that nigga was, yeah. Hey, W video, Jamari, I'm watching. I will be there. I will be there, so. Oh, so you like the video? Boom. You're gonna like that one too, man. Go ahead, just. Bro, click the video. What the? Bro, that's what I be saying. Like,